My name is Kike, if you don't already know. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you're already subscribed. So today you may not be able to see it in its full form and glory, but I'm wearing a big girl top because I'm here to talk about a big girl subject. So today I'm going to be talking about setting your boundaries. A big part of being an adult is setting your boundaries, and I think that's something that I've just now stumbled across. And the reason why I felt it was so important to make this video is because I was literally getting so frustrated, and I was just like, oh, I need to let this out. And I literally wrote this and I was like, nah, I have to tell my YouTube fam. One thing that I've experienced and seen is that the world will literally just take from you. That's what people do, they literally just take. And if you allow them to continue to do that, you will genuinely kill yourself, because the world literally doesn't stop, so you have to put something in place to stop them. What I've noticed is that something is always urgent and important to someone. So because it's urgent and important to that person, they want me to drop everything I'm doing and pick up what they've said, because obviously it's urgent and important. I find that there's quite a few people that they'll literally expect you to drop every single thing that you're doing and pick up what they want you to do, because obviously they need it right now and right here. And to me, that just seems disrespect. If I've told you I'm busy, or even if I haven't and I don't get into what you want me to do straight away, you should assume that, yo, this person has got a life, like she's got stuff to do, that's probably why she hasn't done it yet. And I've experienced it where people have fully fledged become angry because I've been like, oh no, I can't do this right now, like I've got other things on, like I'm not going to be able to complete like what you've asked me to do. And when you try to set that boundary, people will actually become angry. They'll actually try to make it seem like you're mad for telling them that, sorry, I've actually got stuff on at the moment, so I can't complete this till so and so. And like, it's astonishing to me that people are literally like that, that people will actually try to guilt you because you're busy. And to be honest, as a side note, even if I'm not busy and I decide I don't want to do what you asked me to do, I'm an adult, so I have the choice to say no. I have the choice to say, sorry, not right now, sis, or not right now, bro, I'll get back to you. Or not even sis or bro, not right now. Like even at work, not right now, like I'm doing this at the moment, but I'll get back to you like later. Now speaking in personal terms, it's not for you to get insulted because I can't do what you asked me to do right there and then. Which I find a lot of people, like I find that a lot of people are like that. A lot of people have that kind of sentiment. So what I've been learning, or even unlearning, is to not feel guilty when I have to put my boundaries in place. So when I have to say, oh sorry, I actually can't do this right now, like I genuinely have to tell myself, like, sis, you have nothing to feel guilty for. Like you've already planned your time, you've already planned your day, and what this person is asking you to do doesn't fit into that schedule. So I wanted to make this video to encourage people who do feel guilty, because I feel like it's a thing that we all struggle with. And I feel particularly, just like for me, I don't want to mention anything because obviously I don't want to mention my background, I don't want to mention my upbringing because certain people don't like me talking about that. But I'm just saying, like for me, I feel guilty for not like being able to drop everything and be like, oh, this person called me, so I've got to do what they said right now. What people need to understand is that when I have the courage to say to you, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this right now, can I get back to you later? Like in a way, you should actually kind of feel thankful that I said that, because you're asking me to produce a piece of work, or you're asking me to pitch in on something that you're doing. And it's like, if I take it on knowing that I don't have the time to do it, the work I'm producing is not to the best of my ability. And personally for me, I know a lot of people don't have this mentality, but when I produce work, I want it to be excellent and I want it to be good. So if I say to you, I can't do this at the moment, the reason is because I know I won't be able to produce it to that quality that I usually produce it to. And then in the end, you're gonna get angry anyway. So the boundary is for both of us. The boundary is for both of us, and that's a big part of how I've convinced myself not to feel guilty when I have to put these boundaries in place. I obviously understand, like I said, something is urgent and important to everyone, and I'm not sitting here trying to say that I don't ever, I'm never like, oh, can you pick up the phone now? I really need this right now. Or I'm not like, do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say I never do that, but what I try to do now to try to be a better human is think about it in my shoes. For me, when somebody asks me to do something, in my mind, I'm already running a mental calculator, like, okay, these are all the other tasks I have to do today. I have to get so-and-so done, so-and-so, so-and done. Like, can I take on what this person has asked me to do? And if I don't do that mental calculator before giving you feedback on what you've asked me to do, before saying yes or no, it could lead to me snapping. Like, I have to factor in exercise, work, volunteering, YouTube, like, all these things, and everyone is busy. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm busier than anyone else. Even if I'd only just said I've got to factor in exercise and work, those are still two things that are important to me. So I need to make it work around my schedule, and I need to not feel guilty for doing so. And I've gotten to a point now where I don't. Obviously, I've spoken about why it's important to set boundaries and why I do it. Now I kind of want to talk about how I do it, because it's all well and good to say, oh sis or bro, set boundaries. Sometimes I just say no, and I would say if you're the type of person that's confident enough to do so, literally just say no, like, no, I'm not going to do that. Or sometimes, and something that people have said to me that I'm like, oh wow, this is really good, I like this, can I see what I have going on, and I'll get back to you on if I can do that, on when I can do it by. If you set a boundary, so if you set a deadline, so for example somebody asks you to complete something and you're like, okay, I'll get this done by I don't know, 3 days time, and they're like, oh, can you get it to me earlier? Like, I don't feel guilty in saying no, sorry, I can't because I have other stuff on. And I feel like the best way to set boundaries is to be honest. A lot of people feel the need to lie or feel the need to be dramatic. Like I said before, you're an adult. Even if you're not an adult and you're a child and you have this courage, please take this on. Like, you have the choice to say, I can't do this right now, I can't take this on. Be honest and say, sorry, I just don't want to do this. Like, I'm sorry, I know you want me to do this, but I just don't want to. Or I just don't have the time to take this on, like, and tell them why. I know we live in a culture that glorifies, you know, I don't have to explain myself to anyone, but sometimes explaining yourself to people is the best way to get your point across. It's the best way to get them to understand that, sorry, I actually can't take on what you want me to do right now. I just want to use this opportunity to dispel this myth that setting boundaries makes you rude or makes you stuck up or you manage your time poorly. It's not really time, it's not poor time management, it's none of those things. It's literally just you setting up your life so that it works efficiently for you. And I just want to end this video by literally asking people and just reminding us, I just want to end this video by reminding us to just be more considerate. I think as a human race, like, we tend to be very selfish. Like I said, it's human nature to want things done when you want them done, especially in this microwave generation that we live in. I think we need to take the time to consider kind of other people have other schedules and things they need to do. Just because something is urgent and important to you doesn't mean that they've got to drop everything that they're doing. And yeah, just use this opportunity to be a better human. So I didn't really want that to be a rant. I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest, and I kind of feel better now that I have. That's the end of the video, guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video.